Hey guys, so I recently received this comment and thank you so much, Mel, for leaving it. I appreciate you. So in real life, either something like this or maybe something like this we might have for our basement windows. So let's just start with the structure. So first thing, whatever structure you build underground, just make sure it's big enough. I'm just going to start with a basic square, and then I'm going to replicate whatever structure I decided to build. So because I started with a square, I'm going to add a square in the middle. And for demonstration purposes, I probably won't include every single detail. For example, like the pool, the good thing about the game is that it lets you know if you are able to fit it with something in the basement or structure in the basement. So for me, this is one of the options that I have available for you guys to build basement windows. So you could extend the wall to the first structure that you made, or you could make it narrower to match the length of the wall or the width of the wall. And eventually you'll end up with something that looks similar to this. With that gap in between, you could place plants there, you could place flowers in between there, but for me, I'm gonna close off that gap so I only have one set of windows. So for this bedroom, I had this idea, you could place gravel at the bottom, you could place rocks at the bottom. It's literally whatever you want to see through your bedroom window. You could place decals. Just ensure that whatever decal you place, you're able to see it. So if it's an underwater decal, I know ducks work underwater and I'll show you that later on. But like the fireflies, those wouldn't work underwater. For the turtles, I love using turtles in my builds, especially at the bottom of my pool, but they're not practical because they don't do anything. So for this bedroom window, I was thinking underwater aquarium or an underwater pond that you could build for yourself, or literally bring in the pond experience to your bedroom, a private pond underground. For this, also, I usually add like shrink down pool lights or lights like that and make it like LED lights, and I change each color of the lights, which I think is super cool. And then my Sims, they were just hanging on. They look so cute. They loved it. So with the decals, just make sure that you either shrink them down or place them in a specific way so that they don't come through the walls, which I did fix that glitch later on. So for this second idea, I sunk the living room area because I wanted something that looked like a fireplace was over me. Like it's a sunken living room with a balcony window. And I wanted it to look like outside. So you could add a forest here. You could add a balcony there. So it looks like a balcony window, like you're looking over a cliff or whatever. You could add rocks there. For me, I built these rooms at the side that you could literally add whatever you wanted to it. I added a couple lights because I planned on changing it later on. I added the nutcracker and this other statue type thing so you could see. I love windows like this as well. Like it makes me so happy. So this is also another idea that I had. You could shrink down small pool lights, paint the walls black, and then it looks like it's twinkle twinkle little stars outside. So each of the pool lights are just tiny little teeny lights on a black wall. Like, I think that would look so cool. Or instead of placing like a fireplace like I did, you could do a campsite. You could do something woodsy or woodslandsy or foresty, more like a fairy tale. You could literally create whatever you want in these additional rooms, or build a room and another room, make one higher, make one lower, so you have different levels of looking outside. And I think that is so pretty, and I love, 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 love that. I wasn't sure what else I was going to do with my fireplace, so I kept going back and forth with it. But that room, I wanted it to feel cozy and warm and welcoming. So it's an area where me and my friends could hang out and relax. Why am I saying me and my friends? My Sim and their friends can go there and hang out and enjoy it. You could also build a rock wall, or even Narnia. Who's stopping you? Just add different varieties of wallpaper. You could make a main wall or a mural. Just so many ideas just popped up in my head to create this extra space. So for this area here, it's where the kitchen will be. I thought maybe a jungle. Like, I love the idea of having a jungle outside my yard. Like, for my kitchen area, you look through the window and you just see, maybe you just feel like a zebra is gonna come through there and visit you or look at you. I don't know. But add some color, add some varieties. If you plan on not extending the wall later on, then you could, it doesn't matter if it clips or not, which is fine. It didn't matter because I was gonna change it anyway. So because I added so much, I wanted a huge window, and the more plants the better, so I added more plants on the inside. But you could put a patio out there, add some lawn chairs, add a seating area out there to look at. I wanted to cover the bottom of that, so eventually I just raised that room, so when I'm standing in the kitchen, I'm literally just looking, that's where my eyes go, directly straight ahead or to the left or to the right. It didn't matter because that's all I saw, right? So in the kitchen, you could put a fountain there, you could put like a park bench seating area there, and it doesn't matter if it clips, it literally looks like little vines. With the decals again, there are certain things that you can't place underwater. So for the fish, place it on top because the fish, they do come. And shrink a couple of them down. Make a couple of them bigger, make some medium, so you have a couple of variety in there. With the fireflies, I definitely place them in the decal at the top because they did come at nighttime, and I'll show you that later on as well. With this one, the lily pads, you could add them on the top because you get the frogs and you can hear the frogs, and I think that looks adorable. For your kitchen, you could also add a pantry or a snack bar or maybe a garden like a Zen garden or a desert garden. Wouldn't that be so cool? Just have a garden with a desert theme, or maybe a dessert wall where you only have desserts in that little section, or maybe a greenhouse. There were just so many ideas just popping up in my head, and there goes my Sims again. So I was trying to separate them and check how it looks in build mode, in live mode. So this is how it looks. They were enjoying themselves, having a great time. This is how the fireplace looked on the inside. This is how the kitchen area turned out. My Sim, she's there washing the dishes. I mean, I could have made that area a little better, but it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. Just make it your own. Oh my God. Back at it again. Anyway, excuse me. So this is how this area turned out. She is able to sit with the ducks and watch them, and I don't know. I just love it. This is the area where the study area. For the study, I think you could make a museum back there. You could literally make a bookshelf full of awards, or a theme room with a color theme, or a circus or a Halloween theme, or a religious theme room. Whatever you wanted to add when you're studying that relaxes you or makes you feel great inside. And again, for the decal, I always bring this up. You can turn it in any direction that you want, and the decal will move in that direction. So just give your build a little variety. It was fall at the time when I built this in this sim world, so the trees had this two-tone color that I really love. I also love adding rocks and stuff like that. I added a couple half walls so I could literally paint the insides of the walls. I shrunk down a couple trees. I was planning on shrinking them down so they look like little poppies all around, but I didn't want to do that. It was too much work, and your girl ain't trying to work so hard. So anyway, this is how the bedroom area turned out, and I kept going back and forth with this, but I really loved it. And I changed the color of the room light, so it was this purplish color. It just gave me aqua vibes, you know, a private pond area. And then in this area here, it just gave this warm, cozy feel with the fireplace. And I really love the colors, how the blues and the greens and the aquamarines just, it gave it a vibe. And then the kitchen, it looks so beautiful. I mean, that rug, I usually use it in the kids' room, but it worked. It worked, and I really liked it. And then outside this window, it was like a jungle, and then you could literally look through the window on the sim on the inside. So that looked cool too. Yeah, I loved it. I really loved it. And I really hope you guys try it honestly and tell me what y'all think. So this is the area where the study area, and you could add windows going all the way down to the floor. This is the area that I fit so you could see it when you're studying. So maybe this person or this sim loves thinking about their rewards or the achievements that they'll accomplish, and that's what they see. through the study window. For this one, I made this tub and there's this fireplace. It's like a peekaboo room. I think you could make like a walk-in closet for your bathroom or a walk-in shower, or do a maze for your bathroom, or make a music room for storage, or maybe a DJ booth added there. So while you're taking a bath, maybe somebody could be a DJ, could be DJ in there. Just give them another area to walk to come down to the DJ booth. Um, Maybe make a playhouse down there, like if you know Pink the artist, then yeah, that's her, one of her songs. So yeah, so you could make a mirror room there, or a house of mirrors, haunted room type of thing extended to your bathroom. I mean, it's endless possibilities. So I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this, because I did. Remember to save your build, and thanks a lot again for watching, guys. I appreciate it.